How you doing, broski? How you doing, broski? How you doing, broski? Alright, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing? Uh, yeah, again, last video I said I'm really gonna start posting about anything now. Uh, yeah. So I don't even know what to talk about, you know? Uh, what can we talk about? One thing we can talk about is my parents are not in the house. You know, I'm by myself for 2 days. You know, I'm just chilling for real. One thing that I really like when my parents are not in the house is their bedroom. I mean, look, you can look TV, bed. You see, king size bed with a TV like 10 meters away. Like, hey, I yesterday I like, you know, one thing where you can like place your food here. It's like a stand. I grabbed all the snacks. I grabbed everything. I made some coffee. I drink coffee without caffeine because I get panic attacks if I drink too much caffeine. But yeah, I made some coffee. And I was just chilling here the whole night, you know. So amazing. Like, sometimes I wish my parents would be out more often. It's just like I love sleeping in the room, you know. And today they're not gonna be back, so I got one more night to sleep here. I love it. I honestly love it. But yeah, you know, this video was very random. And if you're watching this and you think like, yo, if you're gonna be posting these kind of videos, I'ma just unsubscribe, bro. Just give me a chance, okay? I gotta build up the momentum. Like, it's way better to post something than to post nothing, you know. I will work on more ideas, I'm telling you, but I gotta build up my momentum, you know. But yeah, how my For You page is looking, I can show you, okay? If you're of course interested. But you can see the TV. So I like watching some Madden. Um, like, American football is not popular at all in my country. Like, nobody's talking about it, but I like it. I first started playing Madden, and I'm like, yo, I like the sport, you know. So I watch Madden. Jay Cinco, I watch him sometimes. I don't really. Some stand-up comedy. I love comedy, you know. Fly reacts. I love this dude. Very real. Yeah. Flight reacts. If you know him, which I think you do, comment something. Like, comment, I know Flight. Like, he's amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Who else? Oh yeah, I started watching some podcasts. I don't know why. I just really got interested in podcasts, especially. Oh, if you know about Dry Creek Wrangler School,
Good morning.
probably one of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but I started watching podcasts, like Theo Vaughn, stuff like that. Yeah, you know. Another thing I started doing, you know, I read a lot of books. I don't know, maybe there's gonna be new people watching, but I read a lot of books. Okay, these are one of my like. I put here the books that I'm gonna read next. Okay, but I got a lot more here. I got boom and more books behind. You know, so I really like reading books, and I started reading recently Atomic Habits, and I heard people talking about this book for the longest time, saying like this is the best book, like foundational book. You know, my mom had this book for like years too, and even though I read a lot of books, maybe about, I'd say like 15 books in the past 2 years. You know, maybe even more. I think a little bit more. Okay, but I read that many books, and I started reading this once. I put it away in like 2 days. I don't know why, and I started reading it again because yeah, I really need to fix my habits. You know, if I want to be successful, I gotta get good habits. And I be lacking lately. I'ma just be honest. You know, sometimes I come back from school, I do my homework, I check Vinted, how many likes I got. Cool. I go to my computer, start watching some podcasts, some YouTube, and I just spend my days like this. You know, maybe talk to some friends, stuff like that. Oh yeah, read a book, but I don't really do anything productive. You know, and I I gotta get better habits. So I'm reading this. So I basically read 2 books at one time. This one is during the daytime, okay? This is where my brain is the most active, stuff like that. This is when I read Atomic Habits. Now, when my brain is a bit like calm, like I don't want to read anything heavy, anything that I need to process, I'll read this book, Tupac Shakur. Now, probably a lot of people don't even know this book exists, but I found it accidentally. And as I just started listening to Tupac songs, I'm like, I want to know more about this dude. I watch his interviews. There's something like special about this man. Like his charisma is way different. So I just bought that book. I love it, honestly. If you're interested in Tupac, I really recommend you to read this book. It's a good book. Like, what can I say? It really goes in depth about how he is as a person, from his childhood, even before he was born. There was like a little story about his mom, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah. If you didn't like the video, just dislike so I can just like see. If you don't want videos like this, just random videos, like just keep it a buck. Just like dislike the video. I'ma see like if you'll have more dislikes than likes. I'll be like, okay, like maybe I need more structured videos, okay? But this is it for the day, bro. I'll see you some next time.